Hi everyone, it's Warrior Priestess Victoria, your astrologer and numerologist. Today I want to talk about numerology life cycles and why you need to understand them. So get a notebook and a pen because you're going to want to take notes about this. So in numerology, the numbers are like planets in astrology. They show you your nature, they show how you were nurtured, meaning your conditionings. The numbers show you your personality type, your experiences, and your archetypal preconditionings that predispose you to certain life experiences. Certain numbers in numerology show events that we will be experiencing together on a collective level, which is also called the universal level. So let me start off by saying that 2021 is a 5 vibrational universal year. 2021 equals 5. 2021 being a 5 universal year tells us what we will be experiencing on a collective level this year. On a personal level, 2021 will be significant for you if you were born on the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd of any month, or if you have a 5 life path. You can find your life path number by adding your birthday and then get the single digit at the end. So for example, a Leo who was born August 2nd, 1993, that adds up to a 32, 3 plus 2 equals 5. 5 is their life path number. Now, if your personal year in 2021 is a 5, then this year will also be significant for you. So for example, an Aries who was born April 14th, 4 plus 14 plus 2021 equals 14. 1 plus 4 equals 5. 5 is their personal year for this year. So now moving on. So life cycles, what are they? In numerology, we have about 4 major life cycles, sometimes more, but each cycle is ruled by a set of numbers, a pentacle number and a challenge number. The pentacle number is sometimes called the achievement number. So our 4 major cycles are called the formative cycle, the productive cycle, the mid-age cycle, and the golden cycle. Your life cycles, along with those set of numbers, change at a certain age. For example, a Leo who was born August 2nd, 1993, I know their life cycle will change at age 31. When you enter and exit a life cycle, your life shifts, and the shift is usually accompanied by a major event. So what is that event? The event depends on a combination of numbers. When you enter and exit a cycle, a major life event happens, like a marriage, your first child is born, a career breakthrough, a career crisis, a family crisis, or a personal crisis. Especially if your cycle ends during a Saturn return around age 28 or 29. So a Leo who was born August 2nd, 1993, I know the event is connected to the numbers 4, 8, and 9. This means endings associated with their career, and they will unexpectedly enter another career that has more stability and creative opportunities. So another example, let's say you were born May 11, 1962. Your formative life cycle ended at age 29, and the set of numbers that ruled and governed your formative cycle was 7 and 3, 7 being the pentacle and 3 being the challenge number. The pentacle number and the challenge number tell me what your childhood was like, your experiences, the type of people you met, major events, and the years that you achieved your goals and the years that you met drastic changes. Without you even telling me, I can look at your formative cycle and have an idea of what your life was like until the age you changed that cycle. Your other pentacle numbers and challenge numbers will tell me the years you will achieve certain goals and the years that you will meet certain challenges. In 2021, if your personal year matches the number vibration of either your pentacle number or your challenge number, then this year will have a major life event for you. Here's an example. In 2021, if your personal year is a 2, then there's going to be an event that connects with changes with your mother, your girlfriend, a female friend. It can also indicate your first romance or new romantic interests. 2 is connected to general relationships, unionships, and the female archetype. If you're in a 2 personal year and 2 is your challenge number, then there will be stress that you need to overcome. The stress will be related to the areas of your life I just mentioned. Challenges with your mother, a change in direction within your relationship, a new romantic interest is not what it appears to be, etc. Okay, so again, 2021 is a 5 energetic universal year. 2021 equals 5. So along with that, if you're in a 5 personal year and you have a 5 life path, then the numbers have aligned for you this year. 555. 5 universal, 5 personal, 5 life path. So in 2021, if you're in a 5 personal year and 5 is your pentacle number, then the numbers have also aligned for you. 555, 5 universal, 5 personal year, 5 pentacle. So what does this mean for you? This means great changes, travel, a new sense of freedom, opportunities, positive transitions, and life just seems to go in a very positive direction. So by the end of 2021, you will have a complete change of identity, especially if you're at the age where you're changing cycles. So let's talk more about the number 5. 5 has a similar archetypal energy to Mars and Mercury. 5 is connected to the numbers 14, 23, 32, etc., the numbers that add up to 5. 5 is also connected to movement, change, travel, all types of travel. In astrology, Mercury is connected to short distance travel and Jupiter is connected to long distance travel, but the number 5, its archetype is connected to all types of travel. 5 is also connected to transitions, crossroads, adaptation, freedom, scientific research, education, graduation, learning new skills to be adaptive to your changing environment. 5 is also connected to communication, publications, and the physical body. Now I want to show you some example of people with a 5 pentacle in their formative cycle. So first is celebrity Dr. Andrew Wild. Right after high school, he was awarded a scholarship from the American Association for the United Nations. This gave him the opportunity to go abroad for a year. During that time, he lived with families in India, Thailand, and Greece. Again, the number 5 is connected to travel. Another example is Deepak Chopra, another doctor, spiritual advisor. And under his 5 pentacle, he had to travel from India to Sri Lanka to complete his exam to become a doctor. Also under his 5 pentacle, he immigrated from India to the US. He studied neuroendocrinology, our body's messaging system. So side note, Mercury is the messenger archetype. 5 again is connected to science, research, and Mercury's archetype. So third example, actress Jane Powell had a 5 pentacle in her formative cycle. Under her 5 pentacle, she was discovered for her talent and sang at a local radio station in Portland, Oregon. She traveled around the US for 2 years singing and selling victory bonds. Another side note, communication, travel, and selling is also associated with Mercury. At age 14, Jane signed a 7-year contract with MGM and worked on her first film, The Song of the Open Road. So those were examples of people who had a 5 pentacle in their formative cycle. Now the last few examples are people with a 5 pentacle in their productive cycle. So the productive cycle is where you focus a lot on your career. So people with a 5 pentacle in their productive cycle, usually, but not always, they gravitate towards careers in writing, communication, publishing, teaching, science research, or fitness. So twin sisters Epi Ledger and Pauline Friedman were both born July 4th, 1918. They had a 5 pentacle in their productive cycle. They became successful columnists and radio show hostesses. Another example is Bill Maher. He had a 5 pentacle in his productive cycle and he became a political talk show host. So 5 archetypal themes and events will be similar in the mid-age cycle and the golden cycle. So let's recap. 5 has a similar archetypal energy to Mars and Mercury. It's connected to the 5th, the 14th, and the 23rd of every month. It's connected to ages 5, 14, 23, 32, etc. 5 is connected to changes, movement, travel, transitions, crossroads, adaptation, freedom, scientific research, education, graduation, communication, publishing, and the physical body. Okay guys, so I'm going to end here. Be sure to watch part 2, the 5 challenge number in life cycles. There's some really amazing and eerie example of what people had to go through during their 5 challenge cycle. My other video, Understanding the Number 5 Vibration, is already up on Instagram, so be sure to check that one out too. If you want to know more about how to find your life cycle, their set of numbers, and the ages associated with these cycles, I'm available for sessions. If you want to understand your life path number more or your personal year for 2021, I'm also available for sessions for those as well. And I also want to let you know that I give free 10-minute consultations, so you're welcome to ask me questions or some kind of clarification about the topics that I'm talking about. 10-minute session is also to see if you would prefer a numerology or an astrology session. So if you're interested, you can send me a private message on Instagram or on my website. My website is astrolens.nyc. You know my Instagram, Warrior Priestess Victoria, and I have a second one, AstroLens Astrology Counseling. These accounts have different information and research concerning astrology and numbers, so be sure to follow both of them. Okay guys, thank you for watching to the end. Be safe and see you next time. Bye.